I'm Dar from Dar's Divine Connections, where we make impactful connections that are life-changing. And today I have special guest, Sarah Fay.
Hi, everybody.
And of course, Dusty Boy's with us as well. We're going to start with asking Sarah to tell us a little bit about herself and also these beautiful crystals she's wearing.
So my name, like she said, is Sarah Fay. I've been working with crystals for over 10 years now, whether picking up as a child or whether using them in my healing business, that's what I do. Today I have Jasper on. This one is from South America, and this is for the throat chakra and the third eye. I also have Larimar, which is for the third eye as well, but it's great for water signs who need to get in touch with their emotions a little bit more. And of course, quartz crystal to amplify, clear, and cut through the crap we don't need.
Through the crap, for sure. I'm just going to take a minute to say hello, Cindy. Welcome in, Regina, Marcia, and Marlene. And Marlene told us she was coming. That's why I'm laughing. And Cindy, and Regina, and Marcia, and love you too. And I love Sarah Fay. You're going to love her. So we're going to turn it back over to Sarah. Some of you might remember that I did a video on my 5 favorite crystals, and that's on the YouTube channel. So be sure to look back at that. But my first question for Sarah is...
Hi, Cynthia. Welcome.
Welcome in. Welcome in, Cynthia. So my first question is to ask Sarah, what are your top favorite crystals? And this is hard for her because you guys, you should see this table. You might see this table later, but it's only a smidgen of her rocks. So I didn't mention, she's everything, rocks and crystal healing. She's my go-to resource when it comes to stones.
Pretty much, that is... Besides my own 3 children, these are my other babies. So my top 5, like we talked about before, quartz. Quartz is absolutely one of my favorite. This is my pillar. This is quartz. This is going to amplify other crystals I put around it. This is going to cut through negativity. This is also the most highest vibrating stone there is. This one makes your cell phones, your TVs, your computers all work. There's a piece of quartz in every single piece of electronics around the world, including your watch. This is what makes them work with the frequency. So then, after the quartz, which also, you use quartz and put it in water. Oh, financial abundance.
Okay, I will start writing down the questions for Sarah as she continues to talk about her 5 favorite crystals.
My next favorite would be petrified wood. Regina, we all do, honey. So petrified wood is pretty much a piece of wood that this one right here is over 4 million years old. It solidifies, it contains copper and minerals and iron and manganese, and I couldn't tell you what tree they are. Just can't help it. Some trees turn into opal depending on how they're solidified in the ground. But with petrified wood, they're great for your hips, your joints. They're great for your lower back. They're also good for grounding, for making you feel like you're not so loopy. If you have a hard time concentrating at work, petrified wood might be the way to go. Throw it in your desk so you have it, so you can help yourself concentrate. Makes your feet feel heavy when you're around it. If you meditate with it, you might go the other way and you connect with your ancestors. So meditating with petrified wood is a very, very magical experience in itself.
Now, the petrified wood could help Darla with her reaction to all these crystals she has laying out here.
We'll definitely take a picture and we'll share what we got here.
But that's one of the reasons I wore my bracelet. It helps me ground.
Then after petrified wood, my next favorite is fluorite. Fluorite is the energetic antiseptic of the healing world. So this is fluorite. This one is actually from China. So this one would be a great one to carry with you. Let's say maybe you're going to a funeral and the emotions are too much, or maybe you're doing Black Friday. Maybe it's time to carry this with you. They come in different ways. This one's my little green dude. This is actually brought to me from the gym show by my friend Terry. Hi, Terry. So these two little guys will help keep you energetic vampires. They attach. You walk into a room, there's that one person who keeps talking to you and they won't leave you alone. You feel drained when you leave. You might want fluorite with you. Then,
And just a quick answer to Marlene. She asked if petrified wood, if you should have a piece and carry it in your pocket.
oh, definitely, definitely. The closer it is to the area that hurts, yes. There are little pieces available. Otherwise, even on a necklace would be just fine too. That's just as great. After that, I would say amethyst is one of my next favorites. We got chevron amethyst, and then a different amethyst. So this is your all over, let's take care of it now stone. This is everything. Amethyst is actually a form of quartz, but it is something you would need because it's going to take care of everything in your aura, everything in your body. It's going to attach itself to your spine and take care of all clearing and all of that. It's also great for your crown chakra. So if you're thinking about connecting to the divine in any way or your angels, amethyst is the way to go. Oh, Regina, how do I get these? I have a few stone retailers here in Minnesota that I go through. Otherwise, I have a couple wholesalers that I grab them from. So if you're looking for something, go ahead and hop on my Facebook page and send me a message. I can definitely get you what you're looking for. That's not a problem. Otherwise, Google search in your area and see what's around.
I like to touch them though.
Here.
When I go to purchase, I like to touch.
We all do, believe me. And then my last and probably most favorite out of all stones would be labradorite. Labradorite has this amazing ability to have a flash in it. It changes color as it grabs the light. This is found mostly in Madagascar and a few other places, but labradorite, since it shimmers with the colors of all the chakras, it's going to heal all the chakras. It also aids the third eye. If you're going to work on your abilities to tap into what your spirit guides are saying to you or your own intuition, labradorite's going to be your friend.
It is my friend. I have a labradorite ring. And Regina wants the stones from you. So anyone else who would like to connect with Sarah and actually have her handle the stones and get them out to you, we'll give that information in the feed at the end of the show. We'll go back in and give you the links and everything.
And then, Terry, you're asking about emotional chaos and Jupiter antibiotics. Keep a piece of fluorite with you, honey, because yes, with the Jupiter in the... I know I seen your post last night with the Jupiter in the sky, and it's really affecting some people because it's so close to Earth. For those of you who do the astrological and astronomy stuff, I know a little bit about it and kind of pay attention to the energy waves, but I know it affects Terry sometimes as well as so many others. But yeah, I would say the fluorite might be the way to go, honey. So yeah, those are my top 5.
Those are her top 5, and again, if you want to see my top 5, they're in a video. And what we're going to be answering questions later, and I am writing them down, but if they had to do with what we were doing right here, she already covered them. So feel free to keep putting your comments in. That's kind of what I'm here for. I'm the one taking notes. So we're going to start... I'm going to write the questions down, but excuse me, I was a little distracted.
It's okay, I know. We're both paying attention to make sure we got everybody taken care of.
Comments. Anyway, welcome in, Brandy, welcome in, Cynthia, I think we welcomed you in, but it doesn't hurt to go twice, and Terry, and Brenda, welcome in, Brenda. Brenda's the one in Mexico who makes me some beautiful custom-made jewelry, and many of the of the stones that she has and crystals are well charged up too for high vibes. So we're going to start next on the top of the head, and Sarah's going to give some suggestions because we promised there are pain erasers to hear about. So let's start at the top of the head. And Sarah, what would be good for headaches and mental health issues?
Okay. I would definitely start with amber. Amber is a very light stone, and this is pretty much pine tree sap that's been solidified from the dinosaur age. This is a great stone because it's so light. It's going to help pull out any pressure you're feeling in your head. Usually headaches sometimes feel like a spike. Well, this would be what you need to pull that energy away. Another good stone from that would be lepidite. Okay, so mental health is a huge thing today, and we need to be more aware of ourselves as well as others. So lepidite is a purplish stone, and what it does is for calming anxiety, depression. You carry it in your bra, put it on a pendant, put it in your pocket, whatever works for you. Just lepidite is a wonderful healer for mental anxiety. Blue lace agate. This is another one to have. This is my little Morticia. That's her name. She's my little skull. She is, you can notice it's a blue lace agate. It's going to have the rings of an agate, but it's going to be completely blue. This has a very much calming effect on anything to do with headaches and anything to do with even TBIs. People with traumatic brain injuries need that pressure taken off their brain. So yes, blue lace agate is a huge one.
Remember, blue lace agate is my go-to teaching stone.
It is.
I totally dress when I teach at the college. I totally dress in blue lace agate. Now, why would that be?
I wonder, maybe to keep your brain compartmentalized, put all this stuff together.
And get down to earth, yeah.
Amethyst, like I already showed, is a great one. And then labradorite. The thunder egg is another one of my favorites. So my son actually uses this one. This is actually a geode. And yes, Michelle, we'll get together and we'll talk about that. Make sure that we have stuff for Brian. No problem. So thunder egg. This is actually a geode, and they cut it open, and this is what's in the middle. So my son suffers from migraines because he as well is very gifted into what he sees, but he tries to hide it sometimes because not everybody understands. So he takes the thunder egg when he has a migraine, he actually puts it underneath his pillow, and this little baby actually sucks it right out of his head, where there's no pressure left and everything just leaves him alone. This is just a great tool to have. Thunder eggs are one of my other favorites to have for that. And that's what I have for headaches and mental health.
Okay, the other thing is you're wearing a headband, and sometimes she has stones hidden in there. Today she doesn't.
Not today.
So there was a question, and so yes, you can carry the stones in your pockets. She could have had stones in her headband, and then it's kind of a fun information
Hi,
that she makes little pockets that she puts inside your bra, little special hidden pockets in the bra. So just wanted to let you know she does that.
Just, for those of us who carry it in the bra and you get home after a long day and you take off the bra and you go, because your stones go everywhere, you need to kind of keep them together.
All right. Welcome in, Charlotte.
Yes, Sheila, a thunder egg. Yep.
Yes, thunder egg for that. And you can get them smaller because mine is much smaller than that. So we're going to move.
I'm married, so I have a bigger headache. No.
No. She has 3 kids is what she has. It's a bigger headache. So we're going to move down to ears, nose, and throat.
All right.
It makes me think of the throat doctor, ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Right.
Well, we've got Sarah Faye here instead.
All right. So a good one for ear, nose, and throat. Of course, Darla's got one of those on. She's got snowflake obsidian. It's actually a black stone, and looks like it actually has white snowflakes. That is very good for the sinuses, the ears, the nose, because they're all connected. Everything to do with ear, nose, and throats are completely connected. Oh, thanks, Terry. Do you need more? Terry has some my pouches for her inside her bra too. So,
And Regina says, or
Yep.
somebody says,
Cindy.
yeah, Cindy says they skip across the room.
They do.
So yes, her bra pouches do help curve that.
Another stone would be amber. That's like I said, because amber really works well on the crown and the head, and also the ear, nose, and throat, because it's all connected. It's going to help just alleviate that problem. Ocean jasper is a great one to have. I forgot to ask you for yours, but ocean jasper is a lighter blue stone that it'll actually pull out any sinus issues, any pressures that you have there. Fire agate, sapphire, lapis lazuli. That's one I don't have. Oh, yeah, I do. Hang on.
I'm going to joke a minute.
I didn't bring them all.
I'm going to mention a minute about ocean jasper. She says, I forgot to ask for yours. I have multiple because I do have sinus problems and seasonal allergies. So I have a big ball of it by my bed. I have pieces that I put in my pockets. And so that's why she joked. I forgot to ask for yours.
So lapis lazuli is this blue stone right here. This is the little one that I have. It's on my generator. So this is my little piece of lapis lazuli that would be wonderful for your ear, nose, and throat. It's going to alleviate those issues, and it's going to gently do it. No, just remember, this is not a cure-all. This is an additive to what you're already doing medically. So don't think that this is going to fix everything and it's going to be amazing. No, it's going to take time. It's going to slowly get into your aura, slowly get into your body. It's going to slowly adjust you to where you need to be with the help of any other medical attention that you need. So just don't try to put all of this together. Yes, ringing ears, Terry. Yes, that as well. But that is also a meditative issue where you might need to meditate a little bit more and get those messages through. So that's what that's for, Terry. But you can message me later because I'm pretty sure that we can connect and we can go through that with you. No problem.
Kim says she bought a generator and then you held up yours and she said that's what hers looks like too. You need help with that.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, we're going to give you all of Sarah's contact information in another post when we're done.
Yep.
All righty?
All right, heart and lungs. Everything right here. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to ask you about that.
Okay.
Heart and lungs, because
Heart
we're
and lungs.
traveling down the body.
We are. Oh my gosh.
All righty.
Oh, be still my heart. I hope not anytime soon.
No, not that kind of stuff.
All right, so tree moss agate is one of my absolute favorite for anything to do with the heart. Anything, it's going to help clear the blood. It's going to help do anything with beating of the heart, making the blood move, working with the veins, anything to do with that. People with blood issues, hepatitis of any kind or something like that, that's a wonderful one to have. Another one would be bloodstone. Bloodstone is a form of jasper. It can be green with red indications, or it can be red with green indications. Bloodstone is slowly going away, so if you find it, good for you. The mines are almost mined out. But bloodstone is one of my absolute favorite. It does detoxify the blood. Put it in your bra, put it in your pocket, and it will detoxify as you use it. Garnet is a very good one to have for your heart. My garnet is at home hiding. Kunzite, that's another good one. My blue kunzite went over here. There it is. Right in front of me. There's too many.
We have a lot here.
This is kunzite. This is going to be a very good one to help you take care of your heart and lungs. And then turquoise. Turquoise is the stone of the healer. This is turquoise. Turquoise can also come across as a piece of howlite that has been dyed. And if you're okay with the color, that's okay, because the turquoise can become expensive. So this one is actually a piece of dyed howlite with the same intention, because some rocks are man-made and man-changed. Oh, okay, Marlene, I will share my Facebook page later. That's not a problem.
Yeah, we'll be
and then
posting it.
Maria Lucia, perfect. Bloodstone in his pocket every day. Can't get any better than that.
Okay, you're going to make me walk across the room and get my bloodstone. That's it.
God, we had to twist your arm. My gosh.
Well, I do need it, and it's funny because I am not going to wear it on my heart. Okay, bloodstone comes in red as well, she said.
Yes. that is a wonderful piece of bloodstone to have.
And so that's kind of another one of my pride and joy.
Just tuck it in.
Yeah, just I don't want it to crack. So good, your husband wears it in his pocket. I had to joke, I can't wear this piece in my pocket. I have another one though.
Yeah, so with your heart, since your heart chakra is green, and the opposite of green would be red on the color wheel, or pink on the color wheel, sorry. Anything green or pink is wonderful for your heart chakra. Even if you just change color, if you don't have access to stones right now, color your shirt to what you want to change in your chakras. Easiest thing to do.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, see?
I thought you were going to mention my rose quartz too.
Oh, well, you had it hidden.
I had it hidden. It's here. Most of you know in the community that
Rose
I wear
quartz.
rose quartz.
The light's shining. It almost looks like it's glowing anyway, but yeah. It's going to be a pinkish stone, and it's going to totally help with your heart chakra.
Awesome information. Well, we're going to keep on going. We're moving down the body, so we're in stomach and digestion and glands.
Yep.
All that guts.
All the guts. Oh my God, get down to the guts, right down to
We're
it.
down to the guts, everybody. Welcome in now and on the replay. If we didn't personally welcome you in, just know that you're warmly welcomed, and we'll be back looking at all the comments.
All right, so stomach and digestive. That's going to be where your sacral and your solar plexus are. That is orange and yellow. So anything orange and yellow is going to be absolutely wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry. Cynthia, I forgot about the lungs, didn't I? No, I didn't. They were actually all the ones mentioned with the lungs, that's going to be anything blue. I'm sorry if I went over that. Some of those stones I mentioned are blue. So if you want to get more specific, you have my information, Cynthia, and we'll just message back and forth to make sure you're taken care of.
And we'll be going in and answering specific questions later. She'll even come on to my Facebook page and answer questions there as well.
Yep. So a good one for the digestive tract, and I know I said that yellow and orange are usually the way to go. Fluorite, like we mentioned before, is a great way to get your energetic antiseptic on. So use your fluorite in that area, because this is where you feel your intuition. We get that gut feeling you're supposed to follow, and this is also where you hold your emotions. So getting those emotions out is going to be the way to go, because usually if it's a physical issue, it's more than likely being caused by an emotional issue that you haven't been taken care of yet. So definitely fluorites, definitely fire agates, red jade. Jade I don't have, oh bummer. But amethyst, metabolism is another big one in that area. So green jasper, this is actually named Jasper. This is my green jasper. This is going to be absolutely wonderful for metabolism, to help you stay balanced when you're eating or when you're trying to stay away from the snacks. Sapphire is a good one. So if you have a sapphire ring, just know that's already there with the intention to help you with your metabolism. And we've already mentioned amethyst. So amethyst, everything we mentioned so far, amethyst is pretty much on the list for every single body part. So this is going to be absolutely great. I sleep with mine at night. So when my husband rolls over and he hits a rock, oops. But I sleep with that night just to give myself the boost I need to let myself heal while I'm sleeping, and this just gives me the extra boost. Another one would be sodalite. Sodalite is a blue stone. It gets confused with lapis a lot. Lapis has gold flecks in it. Sodalite does not. That is the difference. Sodalite has more white than blue.
And when you buy it, it's more expensive.
It is. It totally is. There is a price difference.
It's the gold flecks, I'm sure.
Yeah. If you're ever shopping for stones and I know it's kind of a little bit off topic, but if you were going to pick up a stone, if the stone does not feel cold, it's not real. Because that usually means if it's not cold, it's plastic.
Oh, that's a cool tip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because some are fake. I've ordered something on Amazon. It came from China and was a bunch of plastic. It wasn't something I was very proud of at that moment, but it happened. So yeah, also with stomach and digestion, anything orange, anything. So here's a piece of carnelian. So I'm going to put that generator again. So this orange right here This is carnelian. This is another great one for stomach, for metabolism, and for your digestive tract. And if you can put it in your pocket, that's a wonderful place to have it. Another one would be peach selenite. So I know this one is selenite. Selenite is also known as gypsum stone. It is, so you've heard of gypsum board? This is a stone that's actually in sheetrock. So they grind it up, and that's why the new home feels so great, is because it's already cleared. That's what selenite is for. Selenite is a clearing stone. It clears all other stones, it clears the aura, and it connects you with the divine. So if you find peach selenite, this is going to be a great thing to have with stomach and any digestive issues. My only words to the wise is do not get it wet. Because like sheetrock, the moment you get it wet, it crumbles. And it can also be toxic when it's wet. So some stones you have to be very careful and do your research on.
Just taking time out here to say welcome Sheila, welcome Tara, and thanks for all the hearts coming from Brenda earlier. And I do want to mention that I love my selenite. I lay it with my jewelry at night so it'll cleanse my jewelry. She has a huge piece of selenite here.
This is the one I use when I do clearings over anybody to kind of calm out their aura and clean it out. And it's almost like a pickup stick. It picks up all the stuff out of their aura and cleans it completely out. The energy is amazing.
During real heavy struggling times for me, I actually sleep with my selenite wand. It's about this big. It's a mini compared to her. And just put it in my pillowcase and have it lay against the back of my neck. And it's supposed to enhance dreams too. But when I'm, when I'm emotionally struggling, I usually am not dreaming. Thank goodness. I'm just out. All right, so we are going to mix, we are going to go down to the sacral and the emotional center.
All right.
And the sacral chakra.
The sacral and emotional center, we're getting down into the sexual organs, the female organs and the male organs. There's a lot of emotion down there, whether it's on or it's off. There's emotions no matter what. And either way, if it's overactive or underactive, it could really bug a person. So for the female, carnelian, the little orange one I showed you, this is going to be great for the sexual organs to get you back to where you feel like you need to be. Moonstone. Moonstone is another great one. It is actually a form of labradorite. It is white and it has black flecks in it and it has a flash, like all the colors of the chakras. My moonstone has fled me.
And I usually have moonstone earrings out. Oh, I got a new moonstone ring.
Oh, wonderful, because my moonstone's underneath my pillow.
Show that. In the meantime, hello, welcome in Jody, welcome in Lisa. Good to see all of you.
This is Darla's ring. This is her moonstone. It has the flash in it, and it has all the different colors in it. So moonstone is a wonderful thing.
Selenite discs she has. That's pretty cool.
And prior to that, no, you do not have to cleanse negativity from selenite. It does it on its own.
That's what's nice about it. It's just like a self-cleansing stone.
Completely. Amber is another one, because people who have fertility issues and anything else like that, amber is an all-over healer because it's so old and so aged. It has all the knowledge, because if you think about it, the Bible says it right, from dust we came. Well, this is from the dust of the earth, and this is just tapping into the same frequency we already have. So it's already tapping into our base and our sacral chakras. And plus, it has the color of orange, and that's where it should come from. For the males, tiger eye is going to be a great one for their organs, for the sexual organs or anything to do with emotions. This is tiger eye. There is a yellow tiger eye that everybody pretty much has seen. This is red, and then the other one I have is blue. So those are the three medium ones that you can have, are red and blue. But they still have the same, even though this one's blue, it can work on the throat chakra just as much as it can on the sacral, because that's opposite on the color wheel.
Well, my sweetie has a tiger eye ring I
does.
bought for him. Isn't that interesting, folks?
And it's been helping immensely.
And he's had it for maybe 12, 15 years.
And then the last and one of the biggest ones for males and females, I'm going to go back to my generator, would be jasper. This is red jasper. This is a great one to have. It's very grounding, very solidifying, and very like, okay, let's get back to basics. There's too much stuff here. Let's just do our thing and get our body back to normal. So red jasper is another great one to have.
Cool.
Hi, Donna. Welcome, honey.
Yes, welcome in, Donna. And we had Lisa and Jody join us a little later, too. And we're visiting with Sarah Faye. We're covering the body from top to bottom. And she did her 5 favorite crystals as well. So that just gives you an update of where we are at as we... Oh, did you open your June newsletter? It had the sacral chakra video in it.
I know it did.
So anyway, you can learn more in the free DARS Divine Connections newsletter. If you don't subscribe, the top link on my page, you can join us there. Thank you, Maria Lucia. We'll get to your question. We'll get to some of these questions too a little later because we are on the root and the hips and the joints.
Roots and the hips and the joints. Well, that's a great question to ask at the same time, Marlene. Let me tell you, sciatica. Oh my God, great timing. All right, so remember my other favorite, the petrified wood. This is for the hips and the joints, and sciatica is in that same area. So I would definitely use that piece of petrified wood to your advantage. If you have to slip it underneath your mattress, go for it. Make yourself a crystal grid, but go easy. You don't want to put them all under there and not be able to sleep because the energies are too high. So maybe 1 or 2 pieces of petrified wood where your hips would probably be the best way to start. That way you're grounded enough, you can still sleep, and the energies are going to get into your sciatica and hip area. This is also great for the lower back, and it's also very grounding for an overactive root chakra.
Just a quick story about that. My son was in a terrible, life-threatening car accident. And when he was finally able to come home, thanks to Sarah's suggestions, we did put petrified wood under his mattress, between the 2 mattresses. And I think, and he really was never aware of it, but I think it attributes to his great healing ability.
My husband has lower back pains too, and this morning while I was getting ready, he left the room really quick, and I pulled this out from underneath the mattress, and he caught me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I helped your lower back." And he couldn't say no because he knows me better than that.
Yes, Marcia, Lucia, you need petrified wood. That's a standard.
Yep, it is.
And Marlene, do it tonight. Yep.
And if you want to message me later, I do have some available. Not a problem. All right, so back to the hips and all that fun stuff. Hematite. Okay, so people have seen hematite all the time. This is on that magnetic jewelry. Well, hematite is absolutely wonderful for the blood, but it's also wonderful for the hips, the joints, and the root chakra. This is going to help ground you and pull out the issues that you have in that area. Yes, Marlene, you can sleep directly on it.
Yes.
If you loosen your blankets, I warned you. It happens.
And hello, April from
San
Diego. But we also had Kaylee from the UK
We are
and
lucky.
Brenda from Mexico. And I got to say hi to these guys, too. Those are the ones coming in on
Yes,
her
Michelle.
Facebook page. And her print, honestly, her print is smaller and her phone is farther away. So
It's just a test.
it's a test. It's an eye test. I can just see your names, sweeties.
So, all right. So, Cynthia, yes, the petrified wood is going to help with your knee replacement. And yes, Michelle, the hematite would probably be the best thing to have for the inflammation. Totally.
Hematite for inflammation.
Hematite for inflammation. Another good one to have would be rainbow obsidian. This is formed in the ground where it's hot by lava. And it's going to have a little bit of a rainbow flash in it. This is also a good one for a blood detox. And also it's going to be good for the root chakra. And pain-wise, this is for the hips and also down the legs to the knees. So obsidian's a great one for that. And as you get further down, you want to take care of your feet. If you have tarsal tunnel, or if you have an ankle issue, or if you have other things like that, smoky quartz is going to be a way to go. So this is my smoky quartz. I have them as a generator. I have them as a flat piece to lay in the body. So This is a very gentle grounder, and it's a very gentle healer because it already is quartz, so it's going to cut through everything. But because it's smoky quartz, it's very gentle and very nice to have in your collection as a healer because you can pair it with anything.
And some people, like me, have every size and shape of smoky quartz around. Some rough, some regular. They're all over my healing space. They're all over my bedroom. There's one on the 2, 3, 4, 5 on the kitchen table. So smoky quartz is my go-to. Yes, Tara. Tara's from Sweden.
Oh, wow.
By the way, one of those few places overseas I visited.
Alrighty.
So we did
Hips
we
and
did
legs.
hips and legs and joints, and now as something to cover it all, the spine,
All right.
because everything's connected.
Yep, just like the teeth, just like your spine, just like pressure points. There is one for every part of your body, no matter what it is. So now to the spine. Of course, our cure-all, our catch-all, our go-to amethyst. If you have an amethyst, that is going to take care of your spine, all the way up and down, the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual. This is going to connect them all. That is the one thing about Western medicine is that it doesn't include the spiritual at all times. That's why the whole body is not connected. So add a stone to it, then you can add to your own Western medicine or whatever you're doing to make yourself feel better. Self-care is important.
I wear an amethyst ring all the time. That's my everyday ring. And also that's a good time to put our disclaimer in that we advise going to a medical authority, a medical doctor for all things healing, and then the supplemental healing comes from what we do. And the energy healing, the massage, the vibrational energy therapy, the crystal therapy, and the combination of all of those above.
Yeah, exactly. If you get in your head what you want mentally to happen physically, it happens faster when you mentally manifest how you want to feel in your body. You've got to change your thoughts. You are what you eat, and you are what you think. So back to the spine.
Yes, good question, Jody. Feel free to put your questions in that are not dealing with exactly what she's talking about, because we're going to do a Q&A in just like a few minutes.
Yep, and then we'll put out the information, so if you want to get a hold of me personally or have stones selected to you and mailed to you, that's not a problem.
Yep, we'll be available.
So back to my labradorite. This is a great one for the spine as well. This one I won't sleep with because I don't want to get punctured, but as you can see on there, I have my Egyptian guy on. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. So you see my little man standing there with his lance. He is my all-over protector. Labradorite is what is going to be great for the spine. They come in ring form. They come in earring form. This is Darla's. She has the flash. The light catches it great, so you can see how the flash would come out. So labradorite is a great one to have for an all-over take care of everything.
All right, welcome in, Lisa. Yes, I have your question.
And then the next one is beryl. Beryl kind of covers B-E-R-Y-L. That covers a kind of a group of stones, and that includes the obsidians, that includes the tourmalines. That is like this guy here. This is a form of beryl. This is green obsidian. And this is going to be wonderful for the spine because it's so clear, it's going to cleanse out everything all the way from top to bottom.
Now, some of you see me staring into space when she holds up a crystal. Yes, you know that I see energy. So I'm just looking at all the colors and get a little distracted sometimes.
It's okay. And then, of course, quartz for everything. This is my other generator. So quartz, add it to your collection, get it amplifying your other stones. I sleep with this one. This one's okay. The rainbows that are infused in it are absolutely wonderful to add to my healing.
And I have a quartz generator that was hand dug from the Ozark Mountains. So I was able to dig this one myself, which was really a fun time.
Oh, I bet it was. Yeah, and hers is double terminated. So when it's double terminated, that means it has 2 points on the end. It has an in and an out. And sometimes people are sensitive to that and can feel which side's an out and which side's an in. And that's a good thing to know in healing. But for right now, if you're just starting, don't overthink it. Just use a stone that you're drawn to. Make it simple.
Marcia Lucia says that you sure are a knowledgeable girl. Okay, everyone, you know why she's my go-to rock resource. You know, why do I need to know all that when I've got her?
It's been a long time doing this.
All right.
So that covered the spine. What's next?
I know I distracted you. Next is Q&A. So, how cool is that? Yeah, how cool is that? So, next we're going to go into Q&A. So, feel free to post your questions. But I'm going to start with a couple that we've had already. And first of all, I'm going to start with mine, you know, because I'm running the show. Why not? Right?
Bossy, aren't we today?
I know. So the crystal elixirs. What can you tell me about that? I know people drink it.
They do drink it. So the new hype lately is the water bottles with the crystals in the bottom. So the crystals are encased in a plastic container and the water goes around it. And the intention of the crystal goes into the water. That's what it's for. So if the amethyst is in the bottle, your water is going to take on the charging energy of that amethyst. Some people, my witchy friends, like to make their own elixirs at home, but you have to be very careful with this. So my words of the wise is have a large bowl, put the stones that you want in the bowl to energize your water. Get another bowl, put that on top of those stones and put the water in it so the energy can go up and into the water. I say this because not all stones can go in water. I mentioned selenite is a bad one to get wet because if you drink it liquefied, you can actually get poisoned. I have kind of a list here, so I'm going to hold up my card to make sure I got this and people know this for their own safety. So do not put amber, turquoise, coral, fire opal, moonstone, calcite, kyanite, kunzite, and pretty much any stone that ends in ITE is going to disintegrate in the water and actually cause an issue.
Oh, that's it. I didn't know that. ITE. I'll have to remember that.
Black tourmaline is the other one. Iron ore is another one. So do not put those into water.
Iron ore.
Iron ore.
water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think we're trying to get the iron out of our water, right?
So yeah, so just pay attention and do your research. Google it. If you don't know for sure, message me one way or another, or get your question to Dar and she'll get it to me and I'll answer it. But just be careful when you make a gem elixir. They can be very great. I do it myself at home, usually under the full noon sun or under a full moon. I just like the energy. Also, exactly, Tara, and that's what we mean. They're also very toxic, and the ones I listed that when they get wet will be very toxic.
And welcome in, Mel. Good to see you. And right away, great idea. Yes, the double bowl.
The double bowl.
Great idea for elixirs. And then we had the question about what stones could be used for financial abundance.
Financial abundance. There are 3 of them that usually go together hand in hand. Of course, amethyst is one because, like I said, it encompasses all. Another one is citrine. Citrine is like the cousin to amethyst. Citrine. Oh, I didn't grab my citrine. Shame on me. Citrine is yellow. And what it does, it adds a layer of instant protection.
You make me run
you got yours? I'm going to make you get up again. This is a very active video today, guys. So citrine, whether it's been man-made or man-found, citrine looks like this. Citrine is a yellow stone. And when it's paired with the amethyst, that is great for financial abundance. And the third one to add to that is jade. Green jade for prosperity. The Chinese have used it for years and years and years. And it is readily available in stores and online. And yes, I can order it. But yes, these are the 3 stones we'll put together. The citrine, the amethyst, and the jade.
Kimberly, welcome in. Come on in. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in on the replay. We went through the body from top to bottom and different stones to use with Sarah Faye. We also did her 5 favorite crystals because some of you know I have my 5 on a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
then
Tara, yes, pyrite is another good one to have. 'Cause-
yes. And actually the green ones too are always good.
They are. Any stone is good to have.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have one of these, the citrine on my keychain.
Well, good.
Nothing like having financial abundance.
And it's
with
also
me.
it's a good protection stone for traveling. Citrine is and another one of those that never needs to be cleared. Citrine is a wonderful stone for all over protection.
And Marlene just needs jade.
Well, wonderful.
And she'll have a set.
Well, then, girl, you got this covered.
How awesome is that? Another question is just overall, what would be, actually you kind of led into that, overall, what would be good for positive energy and healthy living?
For your home, I would highly suggest putting selenite and black tourmaline in the corners of your home, in the 4 corners. That would be absolutely wonderful way to start balancing the energies in your home. So, for instance, if you were the one who was hosting Christmas dinner and getting everybody to leave and you feel the energy like, oh my God, I can't deal with the energy, if you put selenite in the 4 corners of your home, that's going to lift that energy and help keep it cleansed. Also, another good one for that would be amethyst. Like we said, that's already the all over go to. And then, careful with that finger, woman. And then,
That was this one.
And then, of course, quartz. Quartz is the other one. You want to cut out the baggage that you don't need. Pay attention to who you're letting in to your door. Pay attention to who you're letting into your conversations. Pay attention to what you do and do not need.
On top of your business card. There's nothing like having that on a business card.
Perfect.
Awesome. So another question would be, what would be good to use for the skin?
Oh, the skin. That is a very good.
Skin.
I'm going to make
that
sure I
would
have my
be-
stuff
that would-
completely in
That's okay.
my head.
And she already
Okay.
mentioned some good things for the blood flow.
Yeah.
And I get to show off my bloodstone.
Correct. So
again.
that's actually the one.
Oh.
I would, since your skin is covered in all the blood vessels, bloodstone would probably be my number 1 choice for the skin.
Want some?
Sure, go right ahead. Oh, thank you. Plus green jasper. Green jasper is connected to your heart, so therefore it's going to help draw the blood around the body, affecting the skin. Another good one would be hematite again, because hematite has to do with the blood and purification. Have that for the skin as well. Fluorite is another one. If you have an actual spot where there's an issue, go ahead and lay that stone on that spot to help pull it out. So that's my suggestions for skin.
Awesome. I don't know about you guys, but she is awesome, isn't she? I love all this info. So, what about sleep aids?
Oh, sleep aids. Oh, yeah, ditch the Ambien now. All right, so your go-tos are going to be rose quartz, and I like to put these underneath my kids' bed. All right, so rose quartz is going to be laying down underneath your mattress near your heart chakra. At the end of your bed is where you're going to put black tourmaline. So you want to make sure that you're sending yourself love with the rose quartz, and the black tourmaline is where you're going to put it at the feet underneath your mattress to hold you there and also suck out anything you don't need. Because remember, as you walk during the day, you are releasing energies out the bottom of your feet back to Mother Earth. Well, if you put a piece of tourmaline there, you're doing the same thing. That way you can completely keep releasing during the night. So definitely use black tourmaline. And remember, black tourmaline is one I mentioned that really cannot get wet because it becomes toxic. But it's actually great for grounding, taking out negativity, taking out the unwanted energies, and for clearing you out. So for sleep, I would definitely do black tourmaline. And if you need an added boost, I would put amethyst near your head. If it gets to be too much, do one at a time. Do not overwhelm yourself so you're not able to sleep at all. Because I have, oh my God, 25 to 30 stones underneath my mattress because I'm used to it. I like to fly high and it shows. So go gentle with yourself and do one at a time until you know what you're used to. If one works, fine. If you need more, go for it. Otherwise, switch them out and find out what each stone does for you and pay attention to the signals.
Now, is the tourmaline something that's going to help with restless leg syndrome?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, it
that
is.
would be your recommendation.
Yeah,
for
exactly. Yes, because it's going to pull the blood down. It's going to pull the energies, but as long as you have it at the feet. Petrified wood would be an actual great one to add with it. So petrified wood at the hips and the tourmaline at the feet for restless leg syndrome.
All right, awesome. And hello, did we say hello to Lisa? Lori. Lori's our new one. Lori, good to see you.
Hi, honey.
All right, so do we have any more questions? Now be sure that you
Oh, I forgot.
post them. Okay, you
got one more.
questions.
Yeah, because Cynthia asked about the lungs, and I want to make sure I hit the lungs.
Okay.
So with breathing, amber is going to be the one that you want to use for, because remember, that's the lighter one that actually pulls up and out. So use some amber, use some amethyst, and use some fluorite. Those would be your go-to in that area. Also, anything blue, lapis lazuli, sodalite, angelite, celestialite, anything blue, kunzite, those are great ones to have. Wonderful.
Oh, your husband carries home a lot of junk. You get those rocks going, babe.
He must. So you must just cut off a little bit, Maria Lucia. But I'm guessing you said he carries bloodstone. Well, that's awesome. He better have that with to help with that.
We had talked about that before. Yeah, that mine isn't carryable. Oh, those that didn't get to see it, I get to pull it off again. No, just kidding around. So do you see any more? Oh
yes. Oh, that was the other question.
Angel light. I wear it all the time.
So for website and Facebook info from Dar's Divine Connections, to get to me, it's Sarah Faye Healing. It would be SARAH space FAE space healing. And you can find me on Facebook. I also have my email, sarahfayehealing@gmail.com. If you want to do special orders, if you want to do readings, if you want to do anything like that, I am game for it. Let me know. All my pricing is listed on the website. Yes, Cynthia, thank you. You led into the next thing I was just going to mention. How to recharge, cleanse, and put intentions into your stones. That's what I wanted to make sure I didn't miss, because some stones need help and some stones don't. So to charge your stones, the full moon is the best place to go. I actually have tables outside where all my babies go outside to charge in the moonlight, and my 3 boys know that, you know what, it's full moon, they have to help me haul all of it outside.
So I just want to quick jump in here with welcome in Kristen and Kimberly. Yeah, she mentioned a little bit that we're going to make a post after this show with all that information, and she'll be able to tell you some places that you trust. And I just want to say I trust getting my stones from her, as well as Brenda in Mexico, Progressive Mexico, who came on for a little bit.
Perfect.
But she also has a presence on Facebook. We had a question about childhood drama or childhood trauma, and actually we both work with that, with vibrational energy healing. But what are some stones that could help with that?
With that, lepidite, I mentioned that earlier. It's a purplish stone. Lepidite would be really good at pulling those energies out. That's unwanted. Snowflake obsidian is great for those challenging times.
They probably can't see it. I have snowflake obsidian.
As well as, sorry, I'm looking at my rocks to make sure I get my right information. As well as, this is rutilated quartz. This is another good one to have. It's going to be another gentle healer. The rutilization that's in there is tourmaline. So this is going to be a great one to have with you for those issues. Back to Cynthia. I'm sorry. How long does it need to be charged? So to take advantage of the full moon, the energies start for the day before, the day of, and the day after. So if you want to charge your crystals those full 3 days, go for it. If you want to just do it for the night of the full moon, go for it. There's no wrong way to do it. That's the beauty part about this whole thing. There are no rules. You are your own witch in this whole shebang. If it's your stones, you get to cleanse them, take care of them, and make them administer and manifest to what you need. Saging is a great way to cleanse your stones. Florida water is a great way. The full sun. But be careful with the sun though. Amethyst and citrine, fluorite, they will fade in the sunlight. So I highly suggest the full moon for charging them. Brown rice. Stick them in brown rice and then leave them sit in the bowl for 24 hours. Pull out your stones and chuck the rice. Yes, rose quartz.
Love rose quartz.
Yep.
Now here's one we haven't talked about. I'm taking some chunks out of my Himalayan salt lamp. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the power of these babies?
Oh, these are able to cleanse the air that's around you. So because it's salt, it naturally grabs the humidity in the air and electrifies the ions, making the air breathable as you're in that space. And because it has a little bit of pink tint to it, it's great for the root chakra, it's great for the solar plexus, and it's great for the heart because it's going to help purify and take care of the toxins. I actually have 2 salt lamps myself. I also have little chunks like this for each of my boys because this is how they take care of canker sores.
There you go. Another nice hint.
So why worry about swishing salt water or whatever? I just have them hold the salt right on their tongue, and that's how they take care of canker sores. It usually goes away in a couple days.
And it's great for a salt bath too.
Yes.
When we go to Texas for the months of January and February, we have a hot tub in our room the whole time. And quite often I make sure that I have Himalayan salt. And then I even have a Himalayan salt lamp that's a plug-in travel light.
Yes, those are
So
great to have.
I like it, and I'm
Yeah.
pointing to the one that I have in the room to Sarah.
Yeah. And I do have smaller Himalayan lamps available that plug into a USB cable. So if you need something at work to help kind of push away the energy and to clear out your workspace, I do have ones that plug into laptops and computers. That's also a nice bonus to have.
Welcome in, Karen. Good to see you. We're just finishing up on our question and answer.
Well, thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that, dear.
Good job. So I'm just going to ask her one more question, and then she'll be posting answers back in the written comments when we're done. But my last question is, what are some of your favorite resources? They're probably dying to know where you get some
where
of
I get
your
all this.
information.
I sleep on the books and I just suck it in.
Yeah, osmosis. I used to do that in college for studying. Put the book under my pillow and
Yeah, I
lay
know.
down at whatever time in the morning we were going to bed.
Of course, the number one place if I'm looking for a quick fix on like what a stone does, I Google it and I will look at least at 3 different options to make sure that they're on the same track. Otherwise, that's all about intuition. So first and foremost, the leader of all things crystal, of all things to do with stones, would be Judy Hall. This is my go-to girl. She has the Crystal Bible 1, 2, and 3. Yes, Amber. Yes, definitely. In your food and definitely under the tongue if you're going to go for salt. Yes.
Yes, Tara mentioned that too. You can use Himalayan salt in your cooking and in food.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this is by Judy Hall, and she has information on. She puts the stones in by color, tells you where it can be to heal, what it's made out of, and how it's made, the position, where to put it, and exactly what each one is for. And then she has it listed by chakra. She has it listed by body part. It is a wonderful book to have for just general information. I know it's not big enough, but my other crystal book is about this thick, and I had to get the digital version. 555 healing crystals, and it is chock full of information. That's another good one to have.
So Marlene said she has that book too.
Wonderful. I think almost half the nation has that book. This one is Darla's. This one, I do like this author. I love his work. It is the Healing Crystal First Aid Manual, and his name is Michael Gaynor. And this is a very, very good one to have just for general information. A to Z home therapies. It'll just tell you Amber is helpful with dry synovitis. Serpentine is great for the kidneys. It goes through what to do. Obsidian will assist in the process of restoring a normal conscious or state of mind if a stone is tumbled. So just little things like that, I can't cover them all in one sitting, but that's what that book is good for. It's just a healing manual.
And you have that electronically.
Yes.
Which is why she needed my book to hold up, right?
And then, of course, this one is another one of my favorites, and we both have...
Mine too.
Twinsies. So... This one is another Judy Hall book. This one has some of what's in the Crystal Bible 1, 2, and 3, but elaborates a little bit more on stones you don't normally see. So this is a very good one to have. Some of these are from, like Mookite Jasper, I'll tell you it's from Australia and what it's good for. The one's good from Madagascar, and the one's good from everywhere. It's a great book to have.
And you know why it's Darla's number one is it has color. This stone is this color. I look up that color.
Exactly,
So many
exactly.
of you know that the visual, the seeing is my thing.
And then if you're looking for sites to go on to, I will post some after the video so you have my list of resources. But just off the top of my head, EnergyMuse.com is one of my favorite. They have a list of stones and it's very basic, to the point, and it's not overwhelming. SpiritLibrary.com. This is ran a little bit by Hay House and some other authors, but it's all free information regarding anything spiritual. So SpiritLibrary.com will have information on the crystals and whatnot. Don't forget YouTube. Definitely use YouTube for your meditations, use them for stone information. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of things to use there. And of course, my ultimate favorite is SpiritScience.com. These guys take the huge Big Bang Theory and put it into a cartoon to watch in 15 minutes. And the information is easy to take, easy to understand, and they go through crystals, and they go through the vibrational properties, and that kind of thing if you want to get more on the science side.
Awesome. And she's one big resource, isn't she, folks? You have an energy muse.
Yes.
Yes. So, as if we haven't been having fun already,
I know. We're going to add to it. I know.
we're going to add to it with the third part that I promised everybody when I sent out emails and messages. And that will be some card readings with the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. So, if you would like a card, just request it, your favorite lady. Welcome in. Thank